Okay, we're with head coach Travis Williams and senior Patrick Miller. Coach, if you can open with just an opening statement, please.
I think you look at the tail of the tape. I mean, attempted 50 free throws tonight. I mean, we had 33 fouls. We fouled too much and put them in an opportunity where they stepped up and made the free throws. But more importantly, I didn't think we came out with a sense of urgency effort. You know, you'd told me after we was, had some, I thought we would carry over some of that momentum we had at Wichita State to this game. And for some reason, we didn't come out first game at home. I didn't think we came out with a sense of urgency. Didn't really want to play. So I tipped my hat off to Lipscomb. They wanted it more than us tonight.
Patrick, first of all, just talk about your performance tonight. Just 2 away from a 30-point game, and just how important you were to this offense and carrying them back into the game toward the end.
I just try to be aggressive and help my team out as much as I can, and just keep the defense on their heels and just attack, and then just trying to help my team get a win.
Coach mentioned the Lipscomb defense. Talk about how much of a factor that played in your performance tonight from the field.
Not much of a factor, I think. I think we beat ourselves tonight, even though they played pretty good. They were just hungrier than us, but I think we beat ourselves tonight.
Coach, talk about some of the bench points. You got double figures. Otherwise, with the exception of him, the only double-figure scorers were Jay Harris and Jordan Gaither off the bench. Just talk about their performances tonight, how important that was.
I thought those guys, came in and played. You look at Jordan Gaither, there's probably most minutes he's played in his career, 30 minutes. Along with Jay Harris, they came out and gave us some energies. And but to be honest, to Pat's credit, we're asking him to do a lot. And as a head coach, I have to take full responsibility for that. And his teammates need to step up. We're not afforded the opportunity where we can have certain key guys that we depend on and not have big games. But I just think we have to do some soul searching to get where we need to play. And I think it came down to us defensively. I didn't think we defended well. And that's something we had to correct. Got to watch this film tomorrow. And we got a quick turnaround. One thing about college basketball, you got a quick turnaround ACC opponent, Tennessee on Friday. So, but we definitely going to watch this film. We're going to watch it all. And guys need to learn from the film session, But I think more importantly, effort. You have to be ready to play. And that's what it comes down to. It's hard to coach effort. And so I was very, very disappointed with some of the guys' effort in not being able to finish plays tonight.
You mentioned the Tennessee game next week. Talk about how big that game is going to be for the national spotlight and as far as recruiting in the state of Tennessee, just sending a message or showing performance.
Well, it's always, like I said, you look at our schedule. I think you take us, the Hawaii Classic, for instance, Hawaii, New Mexico State, Western Michigan, all those guys are really picking to win their league on some of the top teams in the league. And then Wichita State, top 16 team in the country. So it says a lot about our tough non-conference schedule going to play. And getting, comes up and knowing each other for a while. And getting an opportunity to go in and play an SEC opponent in Tennessee who's very good as well. So it'd be, I think for us, we need to come locked in and ready to play. I think that's the main thing for us. We want to go there and compete, not just for the sake we're playing Tennessee. And our goal is to compete and try to win the game.
And there was a strong performance from Talbot Denny on the other side. He fouled out late into the game, and you guys kept fighting, inching closer and closer. How important was that, just getting him into foul trouble late toward the end of the game?
Well, I just think for us, to be honest, it shouldn't have gotten there because you think about it, 50 free throw attempts. I know with the new rules and regulations and cleaning things up, but we fouled too much. We had 33 personal fouls, and I know we had to, try to get back in and strategize and just try to play it out. But prior to that, we still had too many fouls. Too many hands. So we got to clean that area up with the rules.
Could you talk a little bit about the new rules? How do you think that's going to affect the games this year?
Well, as you can see, it's affected a lot of games across the first few weeks of the season, across the landscape. It's pros and cons of it. Folks are trying to increase the scoring, open more offense. I think for us, I just want the consistency in the game. Make sure if you're going to do it, be consistent in all our 4 games that we played, this was by far where I've seen where it was just foul. And so you try to warn you guys, but eventually it has to register to those guys, hey, they're cleaning the game up. And, we just got to do a better job, better effort. I just think that's what it comes down to. I think the game is officiated the way it's played.
You started out, looked like you got progressively better in that first road trip, and then to come back. What were you expecting more in this game against a team that probably doesn't have your talent?
Well, I was expecting, like I said, I think that it goes down to a better effort. I thought, being ready to play tonight. I think, sometimes you can, it's a give and take. Sometimes you can see it in your players' eyes that they're ready to play. And, we just have to change our whole approach to this game, how we come in, our focus level. I think majority of the time we got to be focused, and guys got to visualize how they're going to play this game. And I think, for us, key guys have to step up. We're not at a point where we can have certain guys not able to produce for us.
Patrick, a little bit about the, with the way the fouls are happening. You guys are based on a lot of speed as well, and there's a lot of energy going on. Is it tough to stay in a good flow and get into a rhythm with your game when maybe the whistle takes you guys out of that and staying aggressive on?
Yeah, I think so. Toward the end, we just kept fouling, and we couldn't get going on the offense end because defense turns to offense. So if we kept fouling, we just was still thinking about the defensive play, and then it just carried over to our offense. But I think with the fouls, they want to put more points on the board. So you just gotta adjust and then just be willing to just do whatever you gotta do.
Any more questions? All right. Thank you very much.
That's it.